Okay. They thought I was done with the intros, but I'm not though. Yeah. Get it. If you need a thumbnail, you can hit RAUL. World class FIFA. He be dropping jewels. Is Zaha the GOAT? Or is he just a llama? If you need a strong link, you can use Wan-Bissaka. 5-star skillet, El Tornado on your children. But Lazy flick your mama now. Wilfred is your father. Shout out Crystal Palace. Shout out Man United. No shout out to Liverpool. They are not invited. What is going on, YouTube? It's your boy, 1-Star Weakfoot, and we are back for another player review. And today we're gonna review this Foot Swap Zaha card. And for those of you who don't know, all it takes to unlock this Zaha card is to submit 2 foot swaps, and you got yourself this little beast. He's 5'11". He's high medium. He's right-footed. He has a 3-star weak foot, 5-star skill moves. I played 6 games in the weekend league with him. I got 3 goals and 1 assist. And as you see on your screen, I got a full past and present Man United team. I let you guys vote on a poll this week and ask you guys, what do you guys want me to use for the weekend league? And this got the most votes, and it's a very interesting team. I got Zaha playing as a striker in a 3-5-2 formation, right striker because he is right-footed. And it's been a very interesting experience so far. The gameplay hasn't been the best. The delay and the lagging has been really frustrating, but I've been trying to power through. Before we go any further though, if you're enjoying the content and you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below. And if you're already subscribed and you're enjoying the content, don't forget to hit the like button down below. I appreciate all you guys for watching right now. And public service announcement. If you need a thumbnail for FIFA or anything else, video game or YouTube related, hit up my guy RAUL. You'll find his link in the description down below. He got the thumbnails for cheap, and he's been doing all my thumbnails. He's been doing a great job. I can highly co-sign him. All I gotta do is tell him a few hours before, and he gets a thumbnail done for me. So big ups to RAUL. Once again, if you need a thumbnail, link in the description box down below. Now let's look at Zaha's card a little bit closer. He has 96 pace, which is one of his main calling cards. One of the main things that really you would bring him on your squad for. His shooting stats are highly upgraded. I mean, when you look at the other Zaha cards on this game, the finishing is very low. The long shots, everything is pretty bad. On this card, he now has 91 finishing, which I boosted up to 99 with the sniper chem style, 92 attack positioning, 91 shot power. His long shots are still pretty bad. His volleys are very bad, 70 volleys on a card of this caliber. Not that good. His passing stats are decent now. He has 90 vision, 88 short passing, 95 crossing, 76 long passing could be a little better. 67 curve is actually pretty poor. So he does have his weaknesses there, but his passing overall should feel pretty solid. His dribbling stats look amazing. 97 agility, 96 ball control, 99 dribbling. His reactions are a bit low. His balance could be a little bit higher, but they're still not bad either. 89 composure is going to be big for him. His physical stats are pretty solid. 82 strength, 82 aggression, along with a 97 agility will probably make him very hard to dispossess in game. I wish his stamina was a little bit higher. 86 just doesn't cut it for me nowadays. His jumping and heading accuracy, even though he's 5'11", is pretty poor. You just don't want to really cross this card at all. So yeah, enough of the talking. I'm going to jump into the gameplay. I'm going to let you guys know, is this Zaha card the real deal? Alright, so is this Zaha card worth using in the weekend league? Is he worth using in Division 1? And I would say yes, but he's not the most meta player. I think he's best suited as either a super sub or as a cam or winger. I wouldn't really try him at the striker position. I'll explain why when I break down the stats. So, he has 96 pace, and in-game he's rapid, all right? It's exactly what you expect out of a 97 pace player. Very, very good acceleration coming out of skill moves. Definitely is able to beat the defensive line. Definitely is able to run past slower defenders. His pace is really all you can imagine and more. He got 9.5 out of 10 on the pace department. His shooting. I would say his shooting, I expect it to be better because, you know, his normal position is center forward striker, and he does have the 91 finishing, and he does have the 89 composure with the 92 attack positioning. So you do expect him to be fairly clinical in front of goal. But because of his 3-star weak foot, and just because of the fact that his finishing isn't really maxed out, I don't really find him to be a clinical finisher in front of goal. I found him to be very inconsistent, actually. in front of goal. His weak foot's pretty poor. I tried a couple shots that were sitters with his left foot, and it just wasn't coming off for him. His right foot's pretty decent. I mean, he does have the high shot power. He just doesn't have the pure accuracy that I'm looking for out of a striker at this stage of the game. Because when you look at the other team of the season cards that are comparable to him, they're all going to be very clinical in front of goal. And for me to be able to use a 3-star weak foot striker, they have to be clinical on their strong foot. I like to use Sterling at striker. Team of the season, Sterling. He has a right foot that's very clinical. All you got to do is press shoot. Zaha, you got to really position yourself into really good areas in order to get that shot to hit the back of the net. And for that reason, I don't think his shooting is good enough to play a striker position. Overall, I got to rate his shooting at an 8 out of 10. It's solid. He does have a good attack positioning, but his pure finishing leaves a lot to be desired. The next thing we're going to talk about here is his passing. And his passing was actually better than I expected. His vision and short passing was very noticeable in game. He's able to really put the other striker through if you're playing a 2-striker formation. So I used him to be a playmaker to really facilitate for my Ronaldo, to facilitate for my wingers, because I really didn't like the way he was finishing in front of net. But his passing was very good. He does have 95 crossing. I did try a couple crosses out. He did get an assist off a flick cross. So his crossing is definitely amazing. And that's why I would say he'd be a great winger, a great cam, because he does have the playmaking capability. He just doesn't have the finish. Overall, I would rate his passing at 8.5 out of 10. The next category we're going to talk about is his dribbling. Does it feel like 96 in game? And I would say yes. It's actually better than I expected it to feel in game. He's very quick to turn. He is definitely very responsive on and off the ball, even in delayed gameplay, which is very hard to find on this game. I didn't really notice his 84 reactions being an issue at all. I mean, I've used other cards with lowish reactions, and they don't tend to feel very responsive on the ball, or they don't tend to really feel as good as their dribbling stats in game. This Zaha doesn't have that problem at all. His ball control is very good. He does keep the ball very close to his body, and even if he gets dispossessed, it tends to deflect back to him. His actual dribbling is also helped by the fact that he does have high strength, high aggression. So even if you do dispossess him, he's able to just power through that tackle, hold off that challenge, and continue pushing forward with the ball. He's like a little wrecking ball. Overall, I got to give his dribbling a 9 out of 10. It's probably one of his best features. Next, we're going to talk about his physical. And like I alluded to in the last category, his strength is very solid. It's definitely one of the best attributes that he does have on this card. His strength is definitely enough to hold his own with the stronger defenders in this game, especially when you combine it with his high balance, his high agility. The places where his physical does let him down, though, is number one, his jumping. He cannot head the ball at all, which is very worrying for somebody who's 5'11". The fact that he can't win headers at all is definitely a con for him. His stamina at 86 is decent. And if you do play him at striker, he will last all game. However, if you play him at cam, if you play him at wide cam, at winger, he'll definitely need a sub. That's another con of his. And overall, I got to give his physical a 7.5 out of 10. So overall, what would I rate this card? I would say overall, he's an 8.5 out of 10. He's a very solid card. He'd be a great super sub. He would even make a decent cam, a decent winger, due to his really good dribbling, due to his decent passing, his physical, the fact that he can beat the man off the dribble, the fact that he can beat the defensive line. These all lend itself well to playing the cam and the winger position. However, he just doesn't have that finish. He just doesn't have that special sauce in front of goal to play the striker position. And I don't think it's really worth it to, change your team around to bring him into your team. I think he's probably best suited as a super sub, especially with the market crash. I think you could do a lot better just for cheap options. So I think overall he's an 8.5 out of 10. He's a very good card, very fun card, but not really usable at the highest levels of the weekend league. I think his 3-star weak foot really does let him down in certain situations, and he just can't get past that if he's not bringing enough to your team to really compensate for that. So yeah, that's going to be my foot swap Zaha review. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Once again, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button down below. I appreciate all you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the video soon. Later.